right, everybody, nice to see you. It's a nice day outside. Hopefully you had a good spot beside the window to enjoy it or something, or maybe you stepped out for a bit. Awesome. So yes, we are going to need today a plastic, or well, if you can, a plastic knife. If you have a butter knife or a spoon, that would hurt. If you had a spoon or something, that'll be good. Or a stick as well, because we're going to do some weapon stuff. Once again, if you don't have a stick, you can use a ladle or some sort of cheap alternative. That works too. Be creative, all right? I'm using the bob today to demonstrate the angles. You don't need something like that. I think Andreas is here. Andreas, you have a punching bag. Yes, if you have a punching bag, you can practice your knife work on it. Just don't put a hole in it. Anyways, so good work, guys. Let's start this off. So we're going to start off as how we normally do. You're going to run on the spot, bringing your knees up as high as you can. So get ready, and let's do it. To the count, and cut it. Go. Set. Net. Toss it. Yoss it. And go. Yado. Hop. Yo, running feet to your butt. And hana. Go. Set. Net. Toss it. Yoss it. And go. Yado. Hop. Yo, good. You're going to do some knee swings. So from your stance, so your right leg back, you're going to swing your knee out, step down. Then you switch sides, other leg, swips out and down. Really bring that knee up nice and high, warming up our hips, and hana. Go. Set. Net. Toss it. Yoss it. And go. Yado. Good job. And yo, good. Shaking out those legs. From here, we're going to go into a horse stance for a little bit. So now, Kima just say, Tumbi, I'll do it this way first. Hand slap. You're going to bring your left leg up, tapping on your right knee, arms crossed. You step out, pushing your knees over your feet. Then you bring your arms out, with the key up. If you're living in the condo, don't do that. You'll freak out the neighbors. Anyways, so from here, back is nice and straight. Dropping the butt down, getting those knees over top of your feet. If you look when I hold it sideways, I'm not arching my body. This is called botulism stance, where you're a fountain this way and a fountain this way. Keep your back straight, butt down. Good. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. I got a clock right here telling me how long it is. Let's go for it. Bend those knees down. So, how you guys doing? Keeping well? I hope so. 10 seconds left. Keep going. Go nice and low if you can. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job, good job. All right, so from here now, we're going to go into a slow motion side kick. So, the idea is if you need to, you can put your hand on the wall, or if you can do it freestanding, awesome. You're going to lift your knee up. As you lift your knee, you turn your foot on the ground. From here, you're going to extend your leg out 5 seconds. You're going to hold it 5 seconds. And then you're going to rechamber it for 5 seconds. So a 15-second kick. Hands are out and go. 1 steamboat, 2 steamboat, 3 steamboat, 4 steamboat, 5 steamboat. Hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure those toes are pointed to your nose. Pull it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Switch sides. Get ready. Hold it up and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck your butt in. The toes point to nose. Heel out. 3, 4, 5. Rechamber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. We're only doing 2 today. Ideally, 10 of them per side, guys. All right, we don't have anything better to do, right? So now, from here, we're going to go into our pattern number 2. All right, we're just going to do the basic part so you can work on the double high knife block. So from here, pattern 2, basic, chumbi. Slap hands, arms come out. Double flower block. Bring your hands in. Go onto your tiptoes as you shoot a straight key up. Ha! Hands to about throat height. Thumbs tucked in. you're making a V with your fingers. From here, hana, make fists, boom, cross your arms, set, drop into a horse stance. We're gonna go full stance today. If you can't, you can go a little bit narrower. From here, drop your fists, then elbow number 3 with a kia. From here, hana, right hand over top of right shoulder, straight up. Left hand, palm up onto right shoulder. Looking over your left shoulder, left foot steps to the side, so we're in a high back stance. Front foot facing forward, back foot pointed to the side. Your back knee is pushed back, not outward. Don't collapse it. You're not doing like Elvis Presley stance. Push that knee back. From here, hands come down. As you do, watch my hand position. Right when they're close, this one goes palm up, this one goes palm down. Okay? From here, on hana, both hands come up. What's going to happen is I'm going to push my hands like I'm paddling a canoe past my front leg. When I do that, I do a C step. As you can see, my hands are now doing, I'll turn this way so you can see, my double high knife lock. And now I'm going to bring my arms across. I'll do it this way. We bring them across. This hand goes on the chest. This one is out, kind of like you want a straight line from finger all the way to elbow. So we do it again from here. Hana. Good. Boom. Hands come up. Do the same thing on the other side. Back foot steps. Paddle those arms past. And then, ha! Here. Set. Hands come up. Look over your shoulder. Pivot. Drop. Net. Both hands in front. C step forward as you paddle. From here, blurring them across. Double high knife block. And yosin. Hands come up. C step forward. Ta! From there, finish. There's a lot to do for pattern 2, but we're not going to get into it because we don't have the room right now. All right? So we're going to do it one more time. Pattern 2, basic, tumbi. Ta! Hana. Go. Set. Ta! And moving this way so you can see. Hana. Go. Set. Ta! Net. Toss it. Yos it. Ta! And finish. Good job, guys. Awesome. Shake it out. All right, so now we're going to go into some plank stuff right now. So we're going to start off in a plank position. You're going to go on your hands and feet. What's going to happen is I'm going to bring my right knee in. I'm going to try and bring my left arm in. And the goal is to touch my elbow to my knee and then extend my legs. So from here, it's touch, extend. Then other side, touch, extend. Keep doing that, alternating. Get ready and go. And out, and in, and out. And in, and out, and in, and out. Keep it up. In, and out, in, out, in, out, in, out. We got 3 seconds. In, and out. One more. In, and out. Good. Standing up, shuffle those feet. Good job, guys. All right, so from here now, we're going to go back to our horse stance. As we do, we're now going to do an open X or a step. So from here, from my horse stance, my back foot is going to step behind my right foot. Getting that heel now, or the foot that's stepping, my heel's pointed towards my target. My hands are still there. Keeping my knees bent, I'm going to back pivot. Back to my horse stance. Then I do it with the other side. Step, pivot. I go back, step, pivot. Other side, step, pivot. This is a good leg workout, guys. Try not to let your head go up and down like you're a background dancer for Mary Poppins, okay? So from here, step, turn. Other side, step, turn. We go back now. Step, turn, step, turn. Sorry, I know the bob's in the way sometimes. Do the best we can. I'll go this way so you can see it. One more time. Step, pivot, step, pivot. We'll go back, step, pivot, step, Pivot. Good. Shaking out those legs. All right. It's now time to go into a turning back side kick. Okay? I'm looking at you here, Green Stripes. This is a shout out to you guys. So I'm going to do it with a target right now. You can kick the air. Now there's several versions for that turning back side kick. The basic one is from my position. I take a step with my lead leg. As I take a step, I turn. From there, I look over my target, or I look over my shoulder to see my target. I push off with my back leg. I throw the side kick. And as I rechamber, I continue my rotation. I don't want you going back the way you came, because now you're showing your back to your opponent twice. Not a good idea. So from here, step, look, kick, rechamber. Other side, step, look, kick, rechamber. One more, step, look, rechamber, and back. Other side, step, look, rechamber, and back. Now, there's lots of other versions of a turn back side kick. That turn, there's tons of ways to do it. Instead of doing this step, you can just turn into an open X stance like we did before. Boom. As you can see, when I do it, my back foot turns sideways. I'm then looking over that shoulder, pushing up my leg, throwing that kick. Okay? So you can do it without that pre-step. You can also do another way where I get a lot of power from this one, but it's up to you. Where from here, my back foot is going to swing up to my front foot. I bring both my feet together, I look over my shoulder, I throw that kick, and then I come in. So one more time, it's slide, look, kick, and rechamber. Okay? When you're kicking a bad boy here like Bob, you can do all of them. So step, look, kick, and back. You can go straight into the step. Just make sure you're looking, kick, and back. Or you can also go into just straight in the kick from there. You do what you like right now, but ideally you want to try and practice that kick, practice that turn. You guys have hardwood floor on the ground. Perfect. Use it, okay? So, what we're going to go into now is a combination, all right? And write this down. Remember, I want you guys practicing this for the rest of the week, okay? So I'll go slow. You're in your stance. Your hands are up. You're going to step forward and come in with the jab. Boom. You're then going to push off your back foot and go into a cross. Boom. From there now, someone's punching you. You're going to slip back to your right side. Slip. Immediately when you slip, you're loading that leg up, throwing another cross. Boom. From there now, you're going to throw a hook. But this hook is to try and get your partner moving back. As you throw your hook, instead of stepping and turning, we're breaking that rule today. I'm going to actually, instead of doing my ball exchange, my foot's going to come off the ground and turn. From there, as they move back, now we have enough room to fire that turning back side kick. So one more time, jab, cross, slip, cross, hook and step, turning back side kick. Okay? So if we did this into a bob, I miss my boxing mitts right now. From here, jab, cross, slip, cross, hook and step, turning back side. I missed that hook. That's okay. Because it was me who missed. Not good if you did it. No, I'm kidding. One more time. Jab, cross, slip, cross, hook and step, turning back side kick. Okay? In the air, one more time. Jab, cross, slip, cross, hook and step, turning back side and rechamber. Practice that, guys, on your own time. Get good with it, okay? It's now time to move on to our weapons. So, starting off, grab your stick. Remember, when we use this, you're going to hold it in your right hand starting off. The puño is going to be 3 fingers width long. 2 to 3 fingers width, doesn't really matter. From here, what I'm going to do now, so fist right over top of your fingers, you're going to go right leg forward, hands are up. This is a lesson in ball exchange as much as it is going into the strikes. So first, basic 9, angle 1, ball exchange, keep that stick facing forward, flick it over. Angle 2, lift up, drop, flick, angle 3, straight up, or well, diagonally up. From there, flick the stick, angle 4, boom, diagonally down. V-step, or sorry, not V-step, step forward with an angle 5, straight in, flick the stick, sorry Bob, angle 6, straight across. Flick the stick, angle 7, straight across, lift it straight up, and angle 8. From there, make a muscle, uppercut, angle 9, 3 abanicos, 1, 2, 3, and go from there, all right? So we'll do it one more time, a little bit faster. Get ready, and 1, flick, 2, drop, flick, 3, flick, 4, step forward, 5, flick, 6, flick, 7, lift, 8, flick, 9, 1, 2, 3, abanico. Practice that, guys, okay? Remember, this video is going to be put on YouTube again. If you need to go back and look at it, you're more than welcome to. Check it out by the end of the day or tomorrow, and we'll be back on there. All right, so now we're going to go into our Sinawali. So our Sinawali, 4 angles, the first 4 basic angles that we do, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, but they're done in different order. So first one, angle 1, boom, and we're hitting through. From there we flick, we go into angle 2, but this time, right when we hit the target, we're going to bring it back. It's called a wood tick, all right? We bring the stick up to our shoulder. We're now going to do a lock tick, a powerful strike, where it's an angle 4. Boom. Flick the stick. We now go into angle 3, up, and wood tick back. So it's angle 1, cut through. Angle 2, wood tick, bring it back. Angle 4, cut through. Angle 3, bounce back. All right? When you're doing it in the air, you don't want to get into this. Okay? You don't want circular. You want them to really kind of cut into a chevron. Okay? When you're hitting a target, let's say you have a punching bag. This is for you, Andreas. So from here, we come in, lock tick 1, wood tick 2, lock tick 4, wood tick 5, or lock tick 3. One more time. Lock tick 1, wood tick 2, lock tick 4, wood tick 3. This is so hard for me. Go one more time. 1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4, 3. Practice that, guys, okay? Even if you do it in the air, you think you just gain that ball exchange on your angle 1 and angle 4, it's going to help you a lot, okay? Awesome. So, with that said, we're going to actually take a break from the stick. Thank you so much, stick. Thank you so much, Bob. And we're going to put it to the side. We're not going to draw out our knife, okay? So, the angles for a knife, some people, there are some different angles for some modified ones. We're going to do the exact same ones for knife as we do for stick. So from here, I'm going to use Bob as a reference. So now, fingers in. I'm going to come in with an angle 1. As I do, I'm trying to cut from shoulder to hip like before. So from here, when I do it though, I don't want you kind of going like this. I don't want like these circular strikes. It's more like a punch and slice, okay? So we come in, boom, boom. When you're doing it in the air, punch, slice, angle 1. Then from here, angle 2, punch, slice, 2. Angle 3, yes, angle 3, punch, slice on 3. Angle 4, punch, slice on 4. Angle 5, step in. Now you're coming in, instead of going straight in, you could come in at 45, okay? I forgot the reason why, but that's how I learned it. So as you come in, boom, keep your knife there, drag the blade in, go across, 6. From there, punch, slice, 7. Go straight. Now instead of going straight down, because I hurt the her, that's not really gonna work much unless you're aiming for the eye. I want you to try and cut like a V-neck t-shirt into Bob. So from here, it's gonna go down on 8 and then come up on 9. So it's boom, boom, like that, okay? So one more time. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5. So remember, coming in at a 45. Angle 6, push that blade in, bring it across. Angle 7, in, across. Angle 8, angle 9, and then there's multiple things you can do from there. There's stabs, okay? Awesome, we have one more time. I want you to try and stab after every angle, aside from angle 8 and angle 9. So for example, angle 1, here, stab. Angle 2, up, stab. Angle 3, up, stab. Angle 4, down, stab. Angle 5, come in, just like before. And now, turn. Angle 6, keep it there like before. Angle 7, stab first, turn across. Angle 8, just like before. Angle 9, just like before. So from here, angle 1, stab. Angle 2, up, stab. Angle 3, up, stab. Angle 4, down, stab. Angle 5, boom. Angle 6, turn across. Angle 7, stab first, then across. Angle 8, down. Angle 9, up. Thank you, Bob. Sorry we didn't do enough time on that. But once again, consult the video afterwards when it's loaded on to really work on that. Okay, guys? Thank you guys so much. We're going to now get into our mukdo. So from here, and chop, chide, kan, ki, mukdo jubi, mukdo shishak. Breathing in through your nose, slowly out through your mouth. 2 more times. Mukdo baro, chop, chide, kan. Awesome, everyone. Thank you so much. I do want to, so I feel like I did, just as a quick note, I feel like I didn't cover enough today. I feel like I kind of jumped from thing to thing today. I apologize. Remember, this is only 20 minutes. If you really want to deep dive on this, just go back, look through it, and train it a lot for this next week. Okay, guys? We'll try and do the stuff that we did regularly so that you're kind of getting hit regular all the time. But if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, once again, just send us a note, give some feedback, because I do want to improve the classes for all of you and make sure that you're getting something out of it. All right, so now let's go into a little bit of our philosophy. I do want to talk about probably one of the scariest animals out there. Absolutely. And it's an animal that is, it's not a grizzly bear, it's not something huge, it's a tiny little guy named a honey badger. Okay, now honey badger is related to a badger, related to wolverines, related to like Tasmanian devils, related to skunks. And all those animals share one crazy thing. They're all hyper aggressive. Okay, honey badger more so. Like if you ever looked on, I think some of you know this. You ever look online and you see all these videos of honey badgers? Like they live in Africa and they just, their name is honey badger because they literally go up to like beehives, rip them apart, and sit there and just eat honey. During that time, all these bees are covering it, staining it, but the honey badger doesn't care. I mean, yes, it has really thick fur, it has really tough skin, but it just sits there going, whatever. It's like a massage or something as it eats the honey, right? They don't just eat honey though, okay? They also are known to be, like I said, hyper aggressive. Like there was also some footage where you see some lions, like young lions, going up to a honey badger. The honey badger just walking around minding its own business, and these young lions are starting to, they're trying to play with it. And when they play with things, they kill them, right? And they're learning how to hunt, and afterwards they play with the body in the air and stuff like that. It's terrifying. But anyway, so they try to do this with a honey badger. And at first, when they took a couple of swipes, the honey badger just like, leave me alone, and kept walking. But then when the lions were still starting to really do it, get aggressive, the honey badger literally just turned and was like, ah! And freaked out the lions, because the lions didn't expect this much aggression, this much like assertiveness from such a tiny animal. And they were just kind of going, ah! Taken aback and ran out of there. Honey badgers are also known, if they're in a fight to the death, they literally will fight to the death. They've sometimes gotten killed by like hyenas and stuff, but in the end, the hyena became so horribly maimed after fighting it that, well, it died eventually too, just a little bit, just a little bit sooner afterwards. Another cool thing about the honey badger is there was this footage of a king cobra, and honey badgers are related to mongooses and stuff like that, mongoose or whatever, and so they eat snakes and small animals. And so it comes up to this, this danger noodle, this cobra, and just basically goes up and is like, sweet, look, free food. And the cobra turns around and goes, hey, sting, 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 bites it a couple of times. The honey badger is like, whatever, grabs the cobra, rips its head off, and starts eating it like a churro or something like that. And while it's eating, you can see the poison setting into the honey badger. And its cheeks are getting kind of baggy, and it's kind of going, whoa, what was in that cobra? And just like passes out. And normally this would be enough to kill an animal. But the thing is, you look at the honey badger, it's like laying down, but then it starts kicking, starts to snore, and it just basically, instead of dying from from a poison, it gets a really awesome nap, wakes up, shakes itself out like 2 hours later, and then goes the rest of the day. The lesson I want us to take from this is honey badgers just don't care. Honey badgers are an animal that it's like, I'm assertive. I am here to mess you up if you have problems with me. And it doesn't know that it's like this high. It acts like it's an animal that's this huge. And if you mess with me, it's a big deal. And I think that's a good lesson for us in terms of self-defense. If we look down, if we aren't aggressive, if something bad is happening to us, we are becoming that victim that we are trying not to. Half the time, you have to act the part. You have to act like, hey, if you're going to attack me, I'm going to make it super hard for you, and you're going to regret it, right? Predators are looking for easy prey. If you are not easy prey, they're going to move on to someone else, right? Not that you want them to move on to someone else, but regardless, try and adopt that honey badger mentality in a self-defense situation. It might really help you, all right? Anyways, thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. Namaste.